We're going to look at using 2 points how to find the equation. So we're going to start with slope. And we remember that the slope formula, I'm going to write this right at the top of my paper. We remember that the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then our slope equation, our slope-intercept form, is y equals mx plus b. So we're going to use those to do this. So first I'm going to label this one x1, y1, and this one x2, y2. And I'm going to find the slope first. So I'm going to go 1 minus 3 over 0 minus a negative 2. Remember, the minus is part of the equation, but there's also a negative in front of that 2. 2 negatives make a positive. So I'm going to get 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 over negative 2 gives me negative 1. That's my m. Now we've got to find the b. So we've got y equals negative 1x plus b. So now I'm just going to take y1 and x1 and plug them into here in order to find my b. So I'm going to go 3 equals negative 1 times negative 2 plus b. Negative 1 times negative 2 is a positive 2 plus b. I'm going to subtract 2 from each side, and I'm going to get b equals 1. Now I'm going to plug this into my equation. Y equals negative 1x plus 1. That is my equation. So now I'm just going to go through and we're going to just do more examples of this. All right, we're going to look at number 2. We've got x1, y1, x2, y2. 3 minus negative 2 over 2 minus 1. 2 negatives make this positive. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 minus 1 is 1, so m equals 5. So I'm going to put y equals 5x plus b. I'm going to go, instead of y, I'm going to put negative 2 equals 5 times 1 plus b. So I'm going to get negative 2 equals 5 plus b. I'm going to subtract 5 from each side, and I'm going to get negative 7 equals b. So that's going to be y equals 5x minus 7. Okay, we're going to go to number 3. x1, y1, x2, y2. I'm going to go 2 minus a negative 4. y2 minus y1 over x2, 1, minus x1, negative 3. 2 negatives make a positive for the top and the bottom. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4, but I can reduce this to 3 halves. That's my m. So that's y equals 3 halves x plus b. And now I'm going to plug in the x1 and the y1 for x and y. So I'm going to get negative 4 equals 3 halves times negative 3 plus b. 3 times 3 is negative 9. 2 times 1, because there's really a 1 under here, is 2 plus b equals negative 4. Now I'm going to add 9 halves to both sides. And this is where it gets a little complicated because we do have a fraction here. So if we want to put a 2 on the bottom of 4, I'm going to get negative 8 over 2 plus 9 over 2. Negative 8 plus 9 is just 1 over 2. So that's my b. So my equation is y equals 3 halves x plus 1 half. So I know there was a fraction in there, but it's still okay. We're still doing good. Number 4. We've got x1, y1, x2, y2. 3 minus 2 over negative 2 minus 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. So I've got negative 1/3 is my m. So now I've got y equals negative 1/3 x plus b. Now I'm going to plug in x1 for x and y1 for y. So I'm going to get 2 equals negative 1/3 times 1 plus b. I get 2 equals negative 1/3 plus b. I'm going to add that 1/3 to both sides. And again, I'm going to have to do a little thing with fractions. And again, you can just plug this into Desmos. If you go 2 plus 1 divided by 3, it gives you the answer. But I'm going to put times top and bottom by 3. And I'm going to get 6 over 3 plus 1/3, which gives me 7/3. So y equals negative 1/3 x plus 7/3 is my answer. Okay. Let's try, I don't know, let's try one more. All right, let's look at this one. We've got x1, y1, x2, y2. Negative 1, negative 3 minus negative 2 over negative 2 minus a negative 1. This becomes positive. This becomes positive. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Negative 2 plus 1 gives us negative 1, which just gives us 1 is our answer. So y equals 1x plus b. We're going to plug in y is negative 2, x is negative 1 plus b. So I get negative 2 equals negative 1 plus b. I'm going to add 1 to each side, and I'm going to get negative 1 equals b. So y equals 1x minus 1, or just y equals x minus 1, because you don't technically need that 1 in front. Okay, so there's a bunch of examples.